more match to go in this first round of the Sweet 16 tournament. And will Chaz Evans, the Don, join his pure ignorance brethren in Prince Machiavelli in the finals of the Sweet 16 tournament? We'll have to wait and see. He is 0-2 in Sweet 16 action in the past. But as the song says, he brings the violence. And violence is definitely something that is needed in a fatal four-way match in order to succeed and move ahead in the tournament. Speaking of violence, here's a man that has gone down a dark path of violence since we last saw him. Never thought I'd see the day.
The next entrant into the match, hailing from the EWA Victory, weighing 200 pounds, Jesse O'Ryan.
Whoa, and there you go, folks.
Jesse O'Ryan.
Well, being coerced into that elongated introduction. And there's something you never thought you'd hear when it comes to Jesse O'Ryan, and that is booze. But after his actions at Rage in the Cage against Theo O'Neill, I gotta say it's kind of deserved. Jesse saying in a promo earlier this week that he was tired of people acting out and getting rewarded for it. So but he said that him acting out was in fact not hypocritical. I'm not sure.
Cruiserweight champion and Sweet 16 winner, the African American horror story, the electric one,
a former Sweet 16 tournament winner in EWA O'Neill, one of the more tournament-tested grapplers.
Jesse O'Ryan within an inch of his life, okay?
And yeah, Jesse's listening to what you're saying there, sir. I don't even know if both these men are going to be concentrating on winning, because this is going to be a blood feud. And now here comes the man that qualified earlier in our appetizer match.
And the last entrant of the match, weighing 145 pounds from Queen of Maryland, the man to see, AJB!
AJB, if he does succeed here tonight, will have the longest road of anybody, as he defeated Lemon Guy in the appetizer qualifying match earlier tonight. If he were to win here, then go on to the finals, that would be 3 matches. And there we go. And not surprisingly, Neil O'Neill went after Jesse O'Ryan first. But the Don Chaz Evans had other plans. And now it's a 3-on-1 attack. And as much as I disagree with this is actually pretty smart. Take the more experienced competitor out of action. Actually, the most experienced competitor would be Jesse Orion by a few years, but as far as tournament action is concerned, EWA has them all beat. But that alliance is now seemingly in the past tense, as Pure Ignorance and Jesse Orion have had their run-ins in the past. Jesse now ducking behind. Big clothesline levels to Don. And you know, Jesse's still getting a smattering of cheers from the crowd here at the Castle, the Bel Air Armory. Yeah! And I mean, Jesse, long time EWA competitor, been around for almost a decade. Getting sent to the outside, however, by AJB, who's going for the cover. And now Chaz Evans meeting up with somebody who is more of his size. So this could be a very quick exchange. Oh, and a very heavy hitting exchange. Open-handed chops. And Jesse adding in a shot to heel for good measure. In fact, it was Jesse in that same promo I referenced earlier. He said, maybe it's time for one of our young lions in the EWA to move ahead in the Sweet 16. So I think his modus operandi here is to make sure, not that he wins, but that Eel O'Neill doesn't win. I don't know who between Chaz Evans and AJB would be included in that. I don't know if he has a rooting interest other than himself. But I can say for sure it wouldn't be Eel O'Neill. He's just going for Eel's eyes. He's going for Eel's eyes on the ringside floor here. And I'm sure our esteemed commissioner here, Mikey D, is, I mean, I saw the disdainful look in his eye earlier when it came to Jesse Orion. If anybody is disappointed in Jesse's actions, more than anybody, it's probably him. Double suplex, almost sending the Don out of the ring. AJB going out of the ring to recover for a bit. And now Eel O'Neill setting himself up in the corner. I was going to say Jesse Orion may not know this, but I think he knows it now. And now they're on him like a swarm. Oh, big clothesline. Eel O'Neill misses that second one, and Jesse once again getting out of dodge. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Eel O'Neill. I'm sure he wishes that was Jesse, but in fact was not. And now Jesse coming back in when the opportunity arises for him. Got caught and sent down with a big slam. And Eel O'Neill, to his credit, is going back to Chaz Evans. He's not preoccupying himself with Jesse Orion, which you would expect him to do under the circumstances that happened at Rage in the Cage. Oh, look at that. That Rainmaker Lariat on Chaz Evans, followed by a code breaker. Whoa, jackhammer. Shades of Bill Goldberg in that ring from Jesse Orion. And he throws Chaz Evans on top, and there's a cover. Whoa.
Sweet 16 final.
Well, folks, Jesse Orion said it. He made sure that Eel O'Neill wasn't going to advance. And he made sure of that by putting the finishing touches on Neil O'Neill and then throwing Chaz Evans onto the pinfall. And now the route is on. Now Jesse, now it's clear he's going to get his extracurriculars in now. Pounding away at Neil O'Neill after the match is over with. Commissioner Mikey D now looking backstage for somebody. But wow, Jesse Orion making sure he got his licks in.
Shut up! What is wrong?
I just was told to shut up by Jesse Orion, folks. Goodness sakes. And there you go. Mikey D getting told off by Jesse Orion as well. This is far from over between these two as Neil O'Neill leaves with applause.
All right,
We'll be right back.
EWA fans.